All right, ladies, thank you so much for joining me this morning. I'm so happy to be here. As I went to push record, I shared that I literally have just the title of this lesson written down. I don't have any other notes, so run with me. It's going to be fun. I've had these side conversations for a while. Our title, topic, and my bullet point is, what are you going to do with your second million? So a lot of times you hear when I win the lottery or when I have $1 million. Okay, yeah, but what are you going to do with the second? What are you going to do with the next million and the next million and the next million and the next million? Like, think about that on a level of abundance that usually that first million is all the things you want for you. If we're being honest, like, I've had this conversation, like I said, quite a few times in the last few years. And it's all like, this is what I would do with $1 million. I'd pay this off and I'd do this thing and I would buy that and I'd have six of those and whatever it might be. But then that second million, that creativity, that abundance, that, oh, wouldn't it be cool if, right? Because in today's world, $1 million isn't very much. And yet it's enough, right? Like, we can get to the end of that long list and probably still have money left over after that million, right? But the question then becomes, what are you going to do with the second million? And then the third million, and then the fourth million, right? I've personally started a list of things that I can do with $1 million, the whole million, like one thing for that whole million. Okay, whether it's funding a certain thing or purchasing this next thing or a building for a nonprofit or whatever. So the question comes in, like, a full budget? No, it's not a budget. It's that dream list of what would I do with that next whole entire 1 million and the next 1 million and the next 1 million. And then, yeah, they're taking a nap. And then from there, what about the other things that are counted in millions? Okay. So we have our $1 million, and that's really relatable. Mom is talking. So, ooh, this girl's buying a real Louis Vuitton purse. Heck yeah, you are. Hey, but that's with your first million. Like, let's be honest, right? That's with your, come on, come on. Okay, so what are you doing with the third million? Right? Like, what are those next things? What can you do with $1 million? Like, one thing to go with that seven-figure number. Random questions. Okay. But then there's other things that are counted in millions. Um, a million lives touched. For the longest time, I had the mission of positively affecting 1 million paychecks. I've now changed that to 1 billion because I did the math one day. I'm like, ooh, that math was really quick, got me really quick to $1 million. So I'm like, I just better just put a B on it instead. So as we think of millions, I've got another comment in here. I'm buying land in hopes to help people take their next best step. Yes. That's one of the things on my husband's list is to buy some land to do to just go hunting on, like private land to go hunting on versus public land. And yet I ask him too, because he's not a sharer. And so I'm like, okay, but how would you like share that with people? Right? How would you pass that passion on? Right? Not just keep it to yourself. How would you multiply those efforts or that thing that you're impacting? 1 million number that comes to mind is like 1 million followers or 1 million views. Okay, once something gets to that level, that's a big deal. And so, what are you going to do with that? What are you going to do with the next million? I just wanted to bring this idea to you this morning of what do those seven figures bring up for you? How do they impact you? How do they impact the things around you? So, with that, we're going to go into our live discussion and see where that all lands. And I'm just super excited to hear about it. So, if you're seeing this in a replay, please comment and do your thing, write your list, and see where it goes. Thank you.